Yeah, I should have a piece coming out soon about Caleb and Jaxson, actually. Jackson's going to be Ole Miss or Oklahoma. I know he was just at BYU, but I feel pretty decently confident that it'll be one of those two schools. As for which one, I don't know. I think both schools feel pretty confident they have a shot at landing him. Ole Miss makes the most sense on paper. It's the only place out of those three that he really has a chance to start next year. Dylan Gabriel's going to have the inside track with Jeff Lebby, but I think Oklahoma's done a really nice job of recruiting Jaxson Dart, and that's why they're in the mix like that. Caleb Williams is a more interesting scenario. I don't think there's a real timeline for him. January 28th is a date to know. That's the last day you can register for classes at USC. I think a lot of people assume he's bound for USC. That would still be the school I would project him to land at, but I don't think it's a lock. UCLA has made a really strong push for him, and I think there's probably a couple other schools that are going to enter the mix over the next week or two that are just not out there yet. I can't 100% confirm who those would be at this point. There's a lot of rumors, but I think Caleb's kind of on his own timetable. He's a type of player who can set their own timetable. He could frankly probably show up wherever he wants in June if he wanted to and start. He's that good. So we'll see. JT is a more complicated subject. I think there are very mixed opinions on what he can be and what he is at this point with the injury history that he has. He hasn't been healthy since his freshman year of college, basically. Maybe a place like West Virginia. This is just me speculating on JT. I do not know that for certain. But Graham Harrell's there. They're looking for a quarterback. It makes a lot of sense. Maybe he goes back to the West Coast and drops down to the G5 level. I frankly don't know on JT, but I think there's a lot of mixed opinions out there in the coaching and player personnel world about him. I think a lot of people still believe he's cerebral and smart enough to be an effective and potential NFL quarterback. I think other people think he's washed just because of all the injuries. So I'm very curious what's going to happen with him.